Peace and love. This is D'Angelo McKinney, God's income specialist, coming at you live. And I wanted to take the time to put this video together for the Daily Help from Jesus group. Jesus was the way, the truth, and the life, as the scriptures say. And the Bible itself is a wonderful, beautiful personal development book at its finest. I mean, if you really want to grow into who you were born to be, who you were created to be, oh my gosh. I've read a lot of books, and all throughout them, they all grab bits and pieces from the scriptures, or what they call the Bible. But my hope in this video is that I will inspire you to get through any daily task through the daily help from Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life, and so everything that he did and that he said, we should pay attention to and look to apply it to our life, just like you do from any other experience. But you want to get it from a pure source. You see what I mean? It's okay to learn from others, but you want to get it from a pure source if you can get to the pure source, and we can. Thus, we have the Daily Help for Jesus group, and my hope is that we'll have some comments, and share some dialogue according to these daily strength for daily need passages, and that's it. I'll be giving you some resources and some tools to conquer and dominate the world in light of those who I represent and I associate with. And if you would like to utilize any of those resources, then you may. So our first passage comes right here. There's 3 passages for each day. One from the Bible, and then it looks like we have two from two individuals. So the first passage is, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer." If your words are pure, and the meditation of your heart is acceptable to the universe that God created and his standards that he set forth, then he indeed will be your strength and your redeemer. I know it. I'm living proof. The thoughts that are in our hearts keep place, Lord. Make a holy, heavenly throne and steep in innocence and grace the issue of each guarded tongue. Innocence, man, something we lose so quickly in the world, isn't it? And that grace, I like what this gentleman T.H. Hill is saying here, because he's saying, these thoughts, man, they take a place in our heart. People say things and they stick with you. He's asking, make a heavenly throne, and make it steep in innocence and grace. You know what I mean? You want to be innocent. You want to be, you don't want to be guilty, right? That's why we got Christ. The issue of each guarded tongue. Here's another one. There's another kind of silence to be cultivated, besides that of the tongue as regards others. I mean silence as regards oneself. Restraining the imagination, not permitting it to dwell over much on what we have heard or said. Not indulging in the phantasmagoria of picture thoughts, rather of the past or future. Have to be in the now, right? We have to be in the now. Be sure that you have made no small progress in the spiritual life and your personal development. Your spirit is your mind, your soul, right? Make sure, this individual is saying, be sure that you have made no small progress in the spiritual life. When you can control your imagination so as to fix it on the duty and occupation actually existing, to the exclusion of the crowd of thoughts which are perpetually sweeping across the mind. No doubt, you cannot prevent those thoughts from arising, but you can prevent yourself from dwelling on them. You can put them aside. You can check the self-complacency or irritation or earthly longings which feed them, and by the practice of such control of your thoughts, you will attain that spirit of inward silence which draws the soul into a close intercourse with God. Daily help from Jesus. Let me know if you are inspired or motivated. It makes me think about just keeping my mind stayed on the right things. And that when other things come into my mind, then I should bring those thoughts into the light of truth. And if they don't aid me in my help to my goals, then I should cast them away. What do these passages say to you? Like, comment, share. Peace and love to you. And I'll be shooting another one of these tomorrow.